I'm Dick Strawbridge, and along with my wife Angel and our 2 children,
I got him.
We're nearly 5 years into restoring this once abandoned chateau.
There's something quite sort of majestic about it. I feel like you're in the clouds.
It's been demanding, yet truly fulfilling.
It's made me feel a bit mushy and like a bit emotional.
And with thousands of chateaux in France, we're not the only Brits buying into the French fairy tale.
Oh my goodness, it's amazing.
So Angel and I are once again helping our fellow expats.
This is a big old build.
As they embark on a brand new set of chateau adventures. It'll be a roller coaster ride.
No.
But no matter what,
It's going to try not to cry.
these plucky Brits
We're doing this with all the technological accomplishment of the ancient Egyptians.
are determined to transform once unloved buildings into the most spectacular homes
That is amazing.
and live the dream as custodians of their very own castles. Today, we revisit some familiar faces.
We need to get these big branches out. This is the biggest bit of branch, and then we've got an awful lot of logging to do on the other side.
Who have plenty to do to impress their first winter guests.
It's absolutely freezing today, and there's snow possible tomorrow. So I'm feeling a bit anxious, just and a tiny bit stressed that we're not going to get everything done in time.
One couple are looking to reach new heights
We've got to do some proper construction today, haven't we?
as they start renovating the last room in their chateau.
We definitely don't want to get a heavy object jammed above our heads.
And new chateau owners get a dose of reality
That is really full.
as they start work on a massive project.
I don't really know yet what I'm supposed to be jackhammering. Maybe I should find that out.
I'm Dick Strawbridge, and along with my wife Angel,
Oh, the sewage pipe.
we're busy all year round running our chateau as a home and business. Autumn and winter are tough. We have to do all the jobs we can't do when we're hosting guests in the summer.
Yeah, it's exciting. This is a big moment.
And there's always unexpected challenges to overcome.
I need things to happen in a timely manner, otherwise I'm going to have a heart attack.
I just really hope it grows.
Across France, there are lots of Brits in the same boat. For new chateau owners, they also have to cope with building up their business. Like Lincolnshire couple Tim and Rebecca and their 2 children, who we first met a year ago. After they spent £380,000 on the once dilapidated Château Delaroo.
I think we've had lots of moments where we thought, what have we done? Definitely. Not in a kind of, I don't want to do this sense, but in a kind of, crikey, have we taken on a bit more than we could chew kind of sense.
Located just 50 miles from us in the Pays de la Loire region,
This is going to be a bathroom, right?
last summer they began renovating 2 out of the 5 guest rooms to start running the place as a B&B.
There's an ever so slight gradient up.
Ever so slight.
It proved trickier than they thought.
Hang on, there's quite a lot of water leaking out of this tap, Tim, right now.
However, all their hard work eventually paid off, as they transformed 4 derelict rooms into 2 beautiful high-end suites and welcomed their first guests.
You're welcome to use this room at any time.
Wow, it's beautiful. Amazing.
Now winter is here, bookings have slowed down. They haven't had any guests for over 3 months and are financially struggling.
We're into loans from both sets of our parents currently and the credit card.
It's kind of survival mode. We're kind of eking things out to get us through to next spring.
However, with Christmas fast approaching, Tim and Rebecca have some good news.
We've got some guests coming this weekend, so our first winter guests, bless them. These guys are coming over from the UK for 3 nights.
It's a really important step for us.
For any business, it's all about reputation. Tim and Rebecca need the chateau to look its best. But as their guests arrive tomorrow, they need to get their skates on.
I can't feel my hands already. I think this is a good thing.
First task is to clear the grounds of recent storm damage.
Right, who's driving?
So they've drafted live-in mate and helper Dale.
Come on, Monty.
The worst hit area is the entrance to the driveway, which is nearly 3/4 of a mile away.
Okay, now you can get out. We had a freak storm, basically ripped a tree out, almost out of the ground, and it crashed through, of all the places, through my gate, which I wasn't very happy about.
Today we've got to clear away the branches that are in the ditch and on the drive and get it kind of back into the woods.
But let's start at the bottom.
God, this is a good workout. I'm knackered already.
And it's a case of all hands and paws to the pump.
Go on, take it away. I don't need it left here.
Being outside's nice, so we've been doing a lot of inside work, so getting outdoors for a bit is good fun.
Can you get this bit off?
Tim seems to be enjoying the challenge, as does Dale.
Ride it. Ride it. Yes.
But there's a lot more clearing up to do if they want the place ready for their winter guests.
We need to get these big branches out. This is the biggest bit of branch, and then we've got an awful lot of logging to do on the other side.
"300 miles away in southeast France lies the stunning 13th century Château Rossier. It has 20 rooms and is set in an incredible 130 acres of land. The lucky new owners are Brit Amy and French husband Mark, who moved in last year.
It was so clear to us when we came to visit here that this was the right place.
We were looking for history with the land and the potential to do something.
If I could just translate that, we had no idea what we were looking for. We just wanted somewhere that spoke to us and was magical, basically.
Yeah.
So history and gardens and stuff, yeah.
That's what they said.
Located an hour and a half's drive from Lyon, it's a dream come true for writer Amy and French farmer Mark, who met by chance 7 years ago.
I went on holiday with my mum and I happened to bump into Mark there, who was running a hydroponic lettuce farm, as you do. He just kept suggesting activities for us to do together. And so my mum kept coming along on all of them, and we actually nearly drowned her on one of them.
Yeah, I didn't manage.
We got married about a year later.
They now want to start a new life in France, running a B&B and hosting yoga retreats. Before they can start work inside the chateau, they need to replace the old defunct sewage system.
Oh my, oh. That is really full.
Their plan is to put a brand new one in themselves, with the help of their own excavator. But until they replace a damaged caterpillar track, they can't start digging.
Apparently, I have to clean this. Not totally sure why, but I suppose it makes the caterpillar track come off more easily. Mike tends to get the technical jobs and I get the brute force jobs because I'm a muscle.
I'm supervising my workforce.
You're very cheeky.
It's a tricky job, so they brought in friend Manu to help them.
The last time we had to do this, it took us about 2 hours to get it off.
To release the track, they have to unscrew the retaining bolt. But the bolt's not moving.
We might have a 24, not this guy, not ours.
While Mark goes in search of more tools, Amy has a go.
I'm going to try anyway, even though it's... Hey! Oh! It moved! It's moving, I'm doing it.
Is it working?
Yeah, yes,
well done.
just a little bit. First prize for digger technology today goes to me.
Nice one, Amy. All that's to do now is take the old track off
Yeah! Oh,
and put the new one on.
is it? Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Bravo. Did it.
Good teamwork, Amy. With the excavator up and running, Mark can start digging trenches. It's just the start of a much bigger plan. They want to create giant eco-friendly filter beds at the edge of the forest to purify their waste.
We've been digging 2 ponds right down the bottom of the slope, and the ponds will have gravel and then reeds planted in it, and the reeds will digest the sewage, and any clean overflow water will just flow into the forest. That's how the system works. The more difficult bit, and the bit we're a bit concerned about getting right, is moving the sewage from all the buildings.
Connecting pipes from the chateau 100 metres down a slope to the waste pond is going to be an epic task.
If we don't do this task, then we can't set up bed and breakfast, we can't set up a retreat centre, we can't do anything, because until you've sorted a fundamental like the sewage, you ain't going anywhere.
In northwest France lies the beautiful 19th century 45-room Château la Grande Maison. Located a stone's throw from the Loire Valley. The chateau is run as a luxury guest house and is home to musicians Ben and Billy.
We really do have regular moments of going, wow, this is incredible, isn't it? And we do pinch ourselves. You know, we might take a cup of coffee up onto the balcony and sit in the sun and look out at the land and the river.
That's really special.
And just say, this is incredible.
Last time we followed them, they transformed the chateau's south wing with a bit of help from yours truly.
That's a talking piece.
Yeah.
They created an events venue and dining area,
Thank you for coming.
which proved to be a great success. Now that it's winter and quieter, they want to renovate the chateau's final untouched room. The old library, where they're planning to start hosting book club events in 3 months. The problem is, it's been used as a dumping ground ever since they moved in.
Getting into that room at the moment is a bit like mountaineering, I think. If there is something you need, you would have to climb over a hell of a lot of boxes and junk. And what is all that stuff in there? I've no idea.
Before they can do anything, they need to clear the room out.
Where are we going to have a discussion?
There's some quite interesting cupboards which are original to the house. That, actually, I haven't seen that before. That's, what is that? Is that? Is that moving, Billy?
There's a metal arm up there.
This is the mechanism for opening and closing the window. It'll be possible to maybe get that working again, just to open the internal window.
It's a nice find. The skylight is 2-tiered and is the only source of natural light, as the room has no other windows. Several weeks later, with the old library cleared and walls plastered, Ben now needs to replace the top window with a heavy-duty 100-kilogram piece of glass he picked up for £250.
But it weighs an absolute ton, doesn't it?
As it's going to sit on the roof, the only way to get it up there is through the skylight itself. So they brought in some friends to help out.
We've got to do some proper construction today, haven't we?
Me and Ben have been planning this for about 3 weeks, how we're going to do it. We're working at serious height. We'll be 13 metres off the ground.
Yeah.
We're going to be 5 metres from the roof to this floor. There can be no room for error.
It's dizzying heights. However, all of Ben's mates are experienced tradesmen, so he's in safe hands. The boys are constructing a frame to hoist up the heavy glass using an electric winch. They secured the glass with ropes. It's crucial the weight is evenly spread to avoid the risk of it falling out.
Okay, there they'll do. All right, you guys want to go up?
Having got it up safely, they now have to fit the glass in place.
Try and keep it around the outside. Oh, cut towards me then. It's got to come this way a bit. Oh. Okay, hold it there, everyone. Okay, I'm good here.
Great job. The whole plan has worked seamlessly. With only the frame of the window to seal in, it's mission accomplished.
Wow, the light's literally glowing out.
It's so much lighter in here, isn't it?
Ah, yes.
Fantastic.
Yay,
That's
fantastic.
really good. Really happy with that.
Stage 1 complete. They now need to get the interior window working, which could prove a lot trickier. Over at Château Delaroo, Tim is still tidying up the driveway ahead of their first winter guests' arrival tomorrow. Rebecca has an idea to make the chateau look extra special.
I'm going to go foraging for some bits and bobs for some kind of festive floral archway over the front door. We have got paying guests coming and I want it to look amazing when they rock up. I love decorating the house for Christmas. It's one of my favourite things. So, yeah, really looking forward to it.
Foraging is one of Angel's favourite pastimes.
OK, brilliant.
Throughout the year, she collects a host of things from our garden to help bring our chateau to life.
That's good, we are getting somewhere.
And there's no time more special than winter.
It is just such a lovely, easy, cost-effective way to make your house into a bit of a winter wonderland.
Rebecca obviously shares Angel's passion.
What am I doing? I'm at the tree.
And there's one festive plant she's on the lookout for. Mistletoe.
We've got loads of mistletoe, actually. This is a really good tree for it, but there's quite a lot everywhere. Right, I might see how far I get with that lot, and then I can always come back and get some more.
Hello, my love.
Hello, do you want a kiss?
I can't stop. Great stuff.
Oh, okay.
Great.
There we go. Oh, you got a wet beard.
At Château Delaroo, Rebecca can finally get cracking.
I have no idea if this is going to work. Last year, I made an absolutely beautiful wreath, and it was huge, and it was lovely. But I'd forgotten that the door was a double door. So I made it all and then said to Tim, can you put this on the front door? And we came out here and then realised that we had a double door. So we put it on, and basically the door was completely unusable. And the only way you could get out of the house was by ducking down and crawling underneath the wreath, which is fine if you're us, not so fine if you've got paying guests coming in.
Rebecca's going to make sure there's no repeat with her archway.
There's going to be a lot of cable tie initially to get the initial structure, and then hopefully I'll be able to weave a few sticks through. I need it to be strong because I need it to withstand weather. Okay. That's a start. I feel like it's slightly... When the guests arrive, I just want them to be kind of wowed and for it to be really festive looking and special. And it's kind of their first impression of the chateau, really. And I just want their whole kind of weekend to be really treatful and beautiful. So hopefully this will kind of set the tone for it.
Fingers crossed, Rebecca. Over at Château Rossier, new owners Amy and Mark are putting in a new eco-friendly sewage system. While Mark continues to dig trenches outside, inside, plumbers have started laying new waste pipes that will connect to a central one in the entrance hall, which presents its own raft of problems.
We need to be able to get the pipe through the house and out of the building. And Mark convinced me that the only way to do this was to rent this boring machine to drill holes in the bedrock of the house.
To operate the machine, experts have been employed, as they need to drill down over 1 metre through the wall.
It's going to go just through the corner of the floor, and you see where he's pointing it, it's going through actual bedrock rather than the stones of the house.
It's a nice piece of kit. It's designed to extract a core of material in its cylinder.
What's that made of? Is that the actual rock?
We have a first layer of concrete here, which is the edge of the wall, and here we are heating the rock. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a long, boring job.
Oh my God.
Boring? Great pun, Mark. Although it's no laughing matter, as their experts don't appear to realise the drill isn't long enough to go through the wall and out the other side.
So far, they have managed to drill 1 meter 20 with the borer, but the wall is probably about 1 meter 80 thick. So we are going to have to finish breaking the wall with the jackhammer.
So now they have to try and meet the internal hole from the outside.
Actually, I don't really know yet what I'm supposed to be jackhammering. Maybe I should find that out. Yannick, tu dois casser? C'est ça? Et ça? Mais je crois ça aussi. I actually have absolutely no idea where anything's coming out, so I'm just randomly drilling holes in the wall at the moment. Ugh. I'm very determined not to be defeated by this.
It seems Amy is not the only one who doesn't know where the hole is.
Basically, they dug it at a much steeper angle than I expected, and so I think they've gone too low under the bedrock. I rarely understand much of what's going on, so just rolling with it.
Using a collection of drills, they try to see how much further down the hole is.
I think I can hear the sound of his drill bit going through the borehole, so we might be very near to joining both holes.
Tu sens quelque chose?
Je touche le pare-feu?
Ouais. Tu vois quand... Tiens.
We found the hole!
So he felt the drill bit on this side from the other side, so we've managed to connect. What we're gonna do now is put another borer from the other side and do another borehole from the outside.
While the machine does the rest, Amy and Mark breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Oh, you can see light through the hole.
At the end of the tunnel.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
At Château La Grande Maison, Ben and Billy are restoring their old library to host book club events. They've put in the first part of the two-tiered skylight. Now they need to get the interior window working. So I'm checking in to see how they're getting on.
Hi,
Hey,
you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, good,
Good,
thank you.
thanks,
Nice
yeah.
to see you.
Progressing well.
First things first, where are you?
We're in the library. Done loads already. We had great fun putting, that's over 100 kilograms, that window. We had great fun putting that in. So what our plan is now with the window is to leave the top window fixed and get the inner window working.
And you're going to put a mechanism in that so it opens?
There is a centre, the centre window.
Oh, that's the only bit that opens, only the middle part of it?
Yeah.
It lifts upwards, correct? So you're looking
Yeah.
at the top side there?
Yeah, we're looking at the top.
Good.
So that opens like that.
Oh, couldn't get easier than that, could it?
And I don't know, can we get the mechanism working that's in the cupboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, shall I show you this mechanism?
This is the fun bit because it looks great. If it worked, that would be even better.
So we showed you earlier the bar. So that bar moves up and down, and it's controlled by this mechanism in the cupboard.
Oh, you have to love it.
It's a lovely thing, isn't it?
When you turn it, how much does it move? Make it go up and down.
Okay, I'm just lifting off the catch. Okay, here we go. Now I've hit the cupboard with the handle, so what should I do?
Yeah,
Lock
put
that
that down,
on and then reposition that.
It's a little bit tricky at the moment because the cupboard is in the way for the handle to go all the way around.
It's kind of...
What you have to do there, mate, get a ratchet one that goes on there. You know, like...
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
An old car ratchet, you'll find one on the internet somewhere, yeah, cheap as chips for that size. And by putting the ratchet over the top of that, you can go juk, 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 and ratchet it up down, which means that it can be permanently in place. If you have something that you have to remove, it gets lost, it doesn't get used. Can you show me how much it moves the bar? Oh, yeah, we got bar movement. I'm jealous. Do you know what's really interesting? I've actually got a mechanism a bit like that I bought at a Vide Grenier. I didn't know what it was. So down in my workshop at the minute, I've got something that looks a bit like that. Don't go away, don't go away. Hold the line a second, hold on.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm always buying stuff that could come in useful, as when you own a chateau, you just never know.
The handle idea was really good for the mechanism.
Yes.
Yeah. If it could be ratchet.
Yeah.
If we can't find a ratchet, we could always make an extension.
Hello?
Hi.
Look what I've got.
Oh, wow.
Very similar.
Oh, that's cool.
Great.
I bought it for €2 in Vide Grenier, and I bought it because it had JM, and a mate of mine's called Jim Milner.
That's great. So you bought it without knowing what it was? You just thought, well, that looks interesting.
I wasn't quite sure what it was. I thought it was for lifting things, but the mechanism makes sense now that I've seen yours.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
great,
brilliant.
brilliant.
So we've solved a mystery as well. That's brilliant.
But be very aware about getting rid of anything, because one day, you will need it.
Yeah.
You have to go and try. Can you imagine going and trying buying one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't make them like that anymore.
So your window now and all of that side of life, that looks brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Hey, listen, lovely to talk to you. You take care. Yeah, speak to you soon. Be good. Take care. Bye.
Cheers. Bye, Dick.
Cheers.
I tell you what, it's really nice to find someone else excited about our mechanism. Got someone to talk to about my mechanism now.
I really hope they can get it all working properly. Over at Château Delaroo, the temperatures have plummeted, and Tim and Rebecca's first winter guests are due tomorrow. The old oil-fired boiler that heats up the guest wing hasn't been started in months, so the rooms are freezing.
It's really... You forget that the room's -3, so is the radiator, isn't it?
Before they can turn the boiler on, Tim's brought in mate Dale to help connect up the radiators.
The heating is very important, which is why I wanted to get it done this morning, so we've got plenty of time to heat it up because it's absolutely freezing today. I'm feeling a bit anxious, just and a tiny bit stressed that we're not going to get everything done in time.
Oh my God.
The original cast iron radiators weigh a ton, and they need to be plumbed in carefully. With all the radiators in and sealed, it's down to the boiler room to start pumping water through them.
Dale, do you want to just run upstairs quick and keep an eye on those 3 rads?
Here's hoping for no leaks.
So the noise has just changed, which means, I don't know what it means, But when the noise changes, it means the system started to fill up.
I am just releasing the pressure in the radiator so all the air can get out. Is he still up here? Tim?
Yeah?
Are you still getting air out of yours?
With all the air out, the system is now filled with water. Let's hope there's no puddles.
Yeah, I'm down in the honey tree.
Oh, OK.
With 3 separate floors to negotiate, there's lots to check.
Did you get water out the one in the garden room bathroom or not?
I forget the names. I've only been here a year.
I'm now hearing water running into the rad.
The old switcheroo.
This room is the garden room, so this is where we've got guests this weekend. So this rad really needs to work. Are they all done up here now, Dale? Oh, it's got water. Oh, nice.
It's looking good. Water's being pumped into the radiators. The challenge now is getting the boiler working to heat them up.
The boiler's old. They're very simple. And all it does is blast diesel into it and set it on fire, as long as the old beast fires up.
After sitting idle for almost a year, it's crunch time. If it doesn't work, they may end up losing their imminent booking.
Hey! Has 2 noises again, I don't know what they mean. One noise it starts and the next noise is the proper growling. And you can hear that now. And it's so good that you can actually see the flames of the boiler. Yeah, you can see that that's burning away.
Is there heat?
It's, well, feel the pipe. It's not cold.
Lukewarm.
All right, come in here. Come and get hold of this pipe. That pipe is just slightly more than lukewarm.
Yes, that's
Yeah?
definitely better. OK, good.
Good work, Tim. It's a big relief all round. And one less thing to worry about before their guests arrive. Over at Château Rossier, Amy and Mark have finally managed to put a sewage pipe through the outside wall. Now they have to finish laying them inside.
This is what's left of my office.
It's a very messy job as the pipes are being fitted inside the entrance hall and underneath floorboards on the first floor. Thankfully, they have Stefan the plumber to do most of the hard graft.
This is the junction. This room is eventually going to be another bathroom. And so it's Stefan's idea that we put the junctions in now, even though it's going to be maybe another year until we actually do the renovations here, to save us having to rip up the floor again. Stefan's our best friend.
It's a smart move. But now Amy and Mark need to get involved to help connect the pipes between floors.
We might need you to lift it when we fit it in.
Yeah.
And then we'll tell you to push.
OK.
OK, thank you.
Because it's going between the 2 floors, it needs 3 of us to push the pipe together to glue it. And it's really important that we glue it well, or we get leaks. We don't really want sewage leaks in the walls of the house.
Mark and Stefan line up the pipes from below, while Amy prepares to push from the first floor. To make these joints work, Stefan's not being shy with the glue.
There's no way back now.
Now?
Voilà, moi je suis bon. Ouais, ouais, c'est bon.
Now?
Il y a Amy s'il faut qu'elle pousse.
I'm leaving.
OK, it's all good.
Sorry?
All good. OK.
Well, it all seems to fit together.
Now we need to wait for it to dry completely during the night. And hopefully we'll see if it's completely watertight.
It's quite a work of art, that. C'est impressionnant. Tu es un artiste? Oui?
After leaving the glue overnight, it's the moment of truth. Amy and Mark gather outside,
Vas-y.
while Stefan pours water through the pipes.
that's such a relief. Just think of all the poo that's going to come running down there. We are one step closer to being eco-friendly.
It's a great start, but with more trenches to dig, pipes to lay, and sewage ponds to build, this huge project has only just got going. At Château La Grande Maison,
How are you getting on?
Looking good.
Ben and Billy are preparing to put the internal part of the skylight back up in the library.
And rest them on here, lift it up, and then just lift it into the slot on the way up.
The 19th century frame needs new glass panels, but first Ben has to get it in place.
I'm really very worried about getting it stuck on the way up, because when we got it down, it was incredibly tight. I measured it earlier today, and there's literally 1 millimetre, 2 millimetres of clearance. We definitely don't want to get a heavy object jammed above our heads, 3.5 metres off the ground.
To help get the frame up there, he's brought in his mate, also called Ben.
OK, it's definitely the right way round.
And built a scaffold to ensure it's easier to lift into place.
Wear it like a pair of trousers.
Logic has it that if it came out,
Yes. That's a very good start.
it has to be able to fit back in.
Fantastic. I got it. Oh. It's gone in?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's looking promising. Although having screwed in one part of the frame, they now realise it's not level.
Maybe we do need a mallet.
If in doubt, bring out a hammer.
OK. Brilliant, Ben. Brilliant. That's superb. There's been so much work in this area of the room. It's been incredible.
Straight.
He's not quite finished yet, as he needs to add a ventilation system as the glass on the roof is fixed.
Right, that'll fit perfectly. I may need to fit the hose from the other side, but that's going to be great.
But it'll all be for nothing if once all the glass is in, you can't get the mechanism working.
You get the chains back up and we're ready to test it out.
After working tirelessly to transform their old crumbling skylight, it's the moment of truth for Ben and Billy.
Oh gosh. It's really nice, isn't it? Lovely.
I love it. I love it.
Does it open? Does it work?
I haven't tried it yet.
Do you want to try it? OK, you gonna lift it?
Fine, is it good?
Up she goes.
That's about I think that's about the highest, I think.
It's so much lighter than it used to be. It's really good, really, really good. I love it.
So much work in that little square, metre and a half square.
It's a positive start, but there's a lot of hard work ahead before this room is ready to host a book club. At Château Delaroo, Tim and Rebecca's first paying winter guests are due in a couple of hours.
I want to lay up the table for dinner, so that's all done before they arrive.
Okay.
With word of mouth so vital to any new chateau business, every detail of the guest's stay has to be perfect.
Sorry for walking on your stairs.
Now it's a race against time to get the guest wing spick and span.
Just looking and thinking, what do I need to do? Slightly stressed. It just feels like there's quite a lot to do right now.
Get a sweat on.
The heating's on and the house is actually warm. This is how real people live. Real people with heating and money. Is there time for a mistletoe kiss? At least your beard's not sweaty today. I do the making pretty. Tim doesn't do making pretty. He doesn't get it. He can clean while I make pretty.
He may not do pretty, but at least he does hoovering.
Right.
Job done, just as well as here are the guests.
We could do with music in here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, how you doing?
You can chill now.
Yeah.
Good. Come on up. So this is your room.
Oh, gosh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
We're not leaving.
It's kind of up your street, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. Oh my gosh, taps. I never thought I would love taps.
Oh, good. So if you want to just get settled in and then pop downstairs to the salon and you can have a little drink and something to eat and chill.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
After the travel that we've had,
To get here,
in front of the fire,
it has all been worth it.
Yeah, 100%
It's
worth it.
stunning. Everything
It's amazing,
is
isn't it?
immaculate. Everything's been so thought out.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
We're going to be coming back.
Definitely going to come back.
I don't think you can get any more complimentary than that. Rebecca's extra special touches, both inside and out, have proved to be a big hit.
I was really pleased with their reaction when they arrived. That's the thing I love most, just seeing people's faces when they arrive and them kind of getting it.
It's another step towards where we need to be. It feels like everything, all the hard work we've done is worthwhile.
It's just amazing, really amazing.
It's good. Good job.
Oh, yeah, good job. Good job. Well done. Well done.
Hear, hear. Fingers crossed, more winter guests start coming soon. Next time,
Billy.
Ben and Billy make an amazing discovery.
Almost perfect.
Oh my gosh. No, that's perfect.
And call on Angela to lend a hand.
Like an old friend coming back for tea with a trailer.
Mind the chandeliers.
Tim and Rebecca start their next renovation,
There's definitely worse jobs.
but don't always see eye to eye.
Do you not like it?
No.
What don't you like about it?
Everything.
And Amy and Mark continue work on their monster project.
We have a digger. How hard can it be?
I'm Dick Strawbridge, and with my wife Angel and our 2 children, we're nearly 5 years into our French adventure.
Heavy.
Restoring this once abandoned chateau.
We have another capability of the chateau.
It's brought plenty of challenges, whew, but also some amazing rewards.
I love you.
And across France, there are dozens of other Brits who've bought their own chateaus.
Oh, wow.
Now Angel and I are once again lending a hand to other expat chateau owners.
Sometimes simplicity is the way forward.
We'll meet some old friends.
You don't need instructions, only when it goes wrong.
And new faces.
Ooh, look at that.
There'll be plenty of ups.
Oh.
And downs.
We can't ruin the wedding meal by eating outside in the rain.
But no matter what, these plucky Brits will stop at nothing.
No, Steve. Whoa, Stephen.
To ensure these once unloved buildings
I think I've made a hole.
become the homes of their dreams.
That is amazing.
Today,
Okay, mind the chandeliers.
2 B&B owners start their next project.
There's definitely worse jobs.
But don't always see eye to eye.
Do you not like it?
No.
What don't you like about it?
Everything. Billy?
Yeah.
One couple make an amazing discovery.
Almost perfect.
Oh my gosh! No, that's perfect.
And call an angel to lend a hand.
Like an old friend coming back for tea with a trailer.
And new chateau owners have a battle on their hands as they try to finish off their first colossal project.
I'm just looking at this. It's supposed to be this gentle gradient to put a pipe in, and it just looks like a roller coaster.
Trying to build up any chateau business takes time and money, and can be especially tough during the winter months. Lincolnshire couple Tim and Rebecca and the two children moved into the 24-room Château Delaroo 18 months ago and have opened it up as a B&B.
We've poured everything into it. It's been kind of 24/7, lots of hard work, but having the opportunity to restore a place like this is kind of, we're just really lucky and really privileged to be able to do it.
Located a stone's throw away from Angel and I in the Pays de la Loire region, they have so far created two beautiful high-end suites. And after a slow start to winter,
Hiya, how you doing?
they've welcomed their first winter guests.
It's really nice to have money coming in and to feel like there's a possibility that the business will succeed.
They now want to boost their income by opening a third guest suite.
Yes, if we get this bed out of here.
Yeah.
And have been collecting loads of stuff in one of their outbuildings.
In here, we've got various bits of furniture that came out of the house.
Yeah, and lovely things that we've bought that we don't have a home for yet.
Today, Rebecca wants to start restoring one of the old bed frames they picked up at a local brocante.
When did we buy it?
I don't know, it was one of
October.
the first things we bought. Like,
October 2017.
yeah.
Although Tim's not sure it's a good idea.
That's a lovely bed for the Meadow suite.
Do you not like it?
No,
Why did you let me buy it if you didn't like
because
it?
it was like 10 quid.
What don't you like about it?
Everything. What is there to like about it? I don't know, it's fine. As long as when it cleans up so it doesn't look like it's been sat in some smoker's bedroom where it clearly has been for the last...
You've been sat in a smoker's bedroom. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll make it look beautiful. Ooh! Don't break things. To grip on this, I think.
It's really awkward, isn't it?
That's better. It's probably untold disgustingness going on our hair now.
The new room, which they've named the Meadow Suite, is targeted at families, as it has 2 bedrooms and a large ensuite. It's on the ground floor, so at least they don't have to take the bed frames upstairs.
Look, it's going to look lovely green. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm all over that.
Oh, you're... There's no point asking you, is there?
No, come on, show me.
No, no.
What's the other fabric for?
The other fabric is for cushions.
The thing is, I don't think my eyes see it the same as yours.
No, I don't, because your eyes are special.
Yeah, it's your choice.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. I just see. It doesn't. I guess the colours just don't work.
Well, it always looks. It's always difficult when you've got a tiny, weeny bit of fabric.
Yeah.
And you can't see it, but it's going to look lovely.
Yeah.
While Rebecca makes a start on the upholstery, next door in the ensuite, Tim has a less creative task: grouting the intricate patterns on the new mosaic floor tiles.
Just a time-consuming job, really. So it has to be done. It's just not my favourite job.
It looks beautiful. I'm sure it's worth the pain.
The thing is, I'm halfway through that bag. I've got another 2 bags after that one. It's depressing.
Just,
Shut up and go away.
so rude.
Keep at it, Tim. As the saying goes, no pain, no gain. 90 miles south lies the stunning 19th century Château la Grande Maison. It's set in 3 acres of land and even has its own river. It's owned by musicians Ben and Billy, who live there with their daughter Ella. They've been renovating it into a guest house and events venue for the last 8 years.
We feel like we're custodians of this wonderful house, and we're passionate about learning and telling the history of the place.
So far it's been 7 years work, and we've probably still got another 3 or 4 years, and then I'm sure there'll be projects after that as well. I think it's going to be a life's work.
At least.
At least a life's work.
Located a few miles from the Loire Valley, the next room to be refurbished is the old library, where they want to start hosting book club events. It's proved to be a tricky job, as most of their time has been spent restoring the old skylight.
I really love it.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Now Ben and Billy can turn their attention to styling the library. They're planning to celebrate the past, including the renowned botanist who lived here in the 19th century.
The library, in its heyday, was probably the creative hub of the house. It's where the botanist did all his discoveries. So we're trying to bring some of the history back to the room.
Today they're on the hunt for curiosities that lie even further back in time.
We quite often find fossils close to the bank or in the bank as the water sort of washes by in the winter. So a good place where we look is around by the edges, around the bases of trees, even molehills, because the moles dig up all the stones and earth. We find them in there.
Unbelievably, they can find plenty of fossils, as the chateau lies on a Jurassic seabed. The area used to be completely covered in water.
So,
There's a little bit of one.
ammonites and things we can find?
It's not a great one, but there's a fossil there.
Really?
Well, that was
Yeah.
obviously a shell at some point,
Yes.
but that's not a very good
No.
example. But
It's not a great example, but we've only been looking for like about 60 seconds.
the thing is, I always find the best fossils. I do.
No, you don't. No,
Well,
it's not
mainly
true.
because I'm closer to the ground, right? But,
That's true.
But no, that's the reject. So I'm not going to let him
Okay,
come
it's the
fossil
reject.
hunting with
Okay,
me
let's
if he
carry
picks
on.
up rubbish.
Let's carry on
ones.
looking.
I mean, there's so many
There you are.
leaves on the ground. Oh, you're kidding me? No.
That is definitely it. There you go.
To date, they've managed to collect over 150 fossils that have passed Billy's quality control.
There's one.
Billy,
Yeah?
got a great one.
Are you sure? I'm not
Most
going to just come
definitely.
around and reject it.
No, you're not going to reject this one. Almost perfect.
Oh my gosh! No, that's perfect. It's very small,
It-
but perfectly formed.
That is 150 million years old. Come on.
You win today's prize.
Excellent.
That is really beautiful. I don't think that's going to quite make a centrepiece in the library though, Ben.
It's still pretty special, though. At our place, Angel is the queen of curiosities.
It's going to be like a big explosion of butterflies that are going to come up the wall and the ceiling.
And has created many wonderful displays.
There's so much to see in here, isn't there?
So Billy's paying a visit
Hello! Billy! Ahoy!
to see if Angel can come up with some creative magic for her fossils.
Like an old friend coming back for tea with a trailer.
I know, this time the trailer.
Oh my God, it's
all right.
totally live.
Billy's hoping to display them in an old second-hand coffee table, but needs some help converting it.
I actually wrapped this up like a Christmas parcel.
Okay, nice.
So, here we go.
Right, okay, so I see. So you've got 2 bits of glass.
2 bits of
that
glass.
just fit into
yeah,
there.
just sit in there.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of your maybe like the relic cases, the old display relic cases.
Yeah,
here
I know
could be good.
exactly. Gorgeous. Oh, I love a display cabinet.
I can't wait to see what Angel comes up with. This is the beautiful 13th century Château Rossier, which lies in 130 acres. It's been home for the last 12 months to Brit Amy and French husband Mark, who fell in love with the place as soon as they saw it.
As we drove down the driveway, we started to see this sort of magical forest atmosphere, and the house emerged from the forest, and you could see for miles, you could see the Alps in the distance. And we felt really peaceful and happy in the land, and then came the house.
Located an hour and a half's drive from Lyon, they want to run the chateau as a B&B and host yoga retreats in the outbuildings. But it all needs updating. That includes putting in a whole new sewage system.
I've often felt very overwhelmed. Are you overwhelmed?
I'm sometimes overwhelmed, and then when I look at the view, I find it so nice to live here that I'm not anymore.
Leave it there!
They recently started plumbing the chateau, but now need to sort out where the waste will end up. They want to be eco-friendly, so have decided to create 2 natural waste ponds 100 metres down a slope at the end of their garden.
It's taking a bit longer than I'd hoped down here. The thing was we had some ash trees growing around, and ashes drink water, so we had to cut them and move them out of the way. We'll plant other trees nearby instead that will not plant their seeds in it and won't drink the water and destroy the lining and things.
Cutting down ash trees is just the tip of the iceberg on this massive project.
We are down here because we're going to put 2 sewage ponds side by side. Pipes are going to run straight up where the tractor lines are, and then they branch just below the wall around the original fortification, and there will be pipes that go off to every building, so that this will be the sewage pond for all the buildings.
It's an epic task, and they're planning on doing most of it by themselves.
I mean, we have a digger. How hard can it be?
There's so much to do before they can even dig out the ponds. Mark has to remove the tree stumps.
So that's 1 done, about 5 more to go.
Amy's job, meanwhile, is to get rid of the branches through a wood chipping machine. But she's already struggling.
Right. I think I've broken the shredder.
Did you break the tractor?
Not the tractor. It's possible something happened to the shredder. Oh. Oh, hello. Yeah, that is a bit jammed. It's all a bit caught up. So it wasn't my fault.
A little bit, I would say.
That was very polite.
Jamming a shredder is reasonably easy, and it's usually caused by putting in oversized branches. Luckily, it's an easy fix.
Merci. Amy! Stop, 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 stop.
I've stopped. I don't know why it keeps jamming. It wasn't even a big bit.
Smoke is not a good sign in a machine.
No, there's still a bit in here. Hold on. I can't reach. It is working, but I noticed he's only putting very tiny twigs in there. So either he's being sensible or cheating. I can't work out which.
Shredding branches is always a long old job. Over at Château Delaroo, Tim and Rebecca have moved on to cleaning the floors of their new Meadow suite in preparation for varnishing it later.
It's hard on your knees, but apparently good for my bingo wings, according to Tim, so...
They're hoping an extra room for the B&B will bring in more income and help make the chateau pay for itself.
There's definitely worse jobs. Yeah. Grouting that bathroom floor. I'm never doing a bathroom floor like that again.
It's done now.
With grouting of the bathroom floor finished, a shower has been put in and a wash basin fitted. Now Rebecca wants to begin styling the rest of the suite and has a clear idea of how she wants it to look.
The theme for this room is kind of loosely arts and crafts. So this end of the house was, they started to build it in 1910. So originally the chateau was the main central piece, and then as you look at it, the right-hand wing. And then this wing, they started it in 1910, and they had to stop because the First World War broke out, and then they finished it after the First World War. But yes, so there's kind of a loose sort of arts and crafts theme to it. So I've got some lovely William Morris fabric for the cushions, and I wanted it to be it's kind of green and pink and gold, so quite kind of rich and opulent and a bit glam, but not overly glam.
First stage of her vision is to finish off upholstering the old bed, which she is covering in green velvet fabric.
Very physical upholstery. It looks easy, but it's really hard work.
That looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I need to put the trim on and then we'll see.
Yeah, it's cool.
Having got Tim's seal of approval, Rebecca has set him a challenge of his own. An electricity meter sticks out of one of the walls, so she wants him to find a way to hide it behind a specially commissioned picture of their chateau.
So the plan is what? How are you building this box cupboard thing?
I'm going
with your superior carpentry skills.
With my amazing carpentry skills, I'm going to cut 4 bits of wood, and I'm going to use the classic butt joint to screw them together.
Okay.
And I bought some hinges, like kitchen cupboard hinges.
And how are you fixing this to the wall?
I haven't thought about that yet.
Okay, good.
It'll be fine.
It's a simple idea. Tim wants to build a cupboard around the meter and use the picture as the door, which should hopefully do the trick. Although it always sounds easier than it actually is.
Yeah. My hastily chosen hinges mean that I've made a cupboard that closes perfectly, but can only open about halfway. So I'm going to have to lift these hinges up. Oops.
If in doubt, Tim, try and try again. There's no other answer.
That'll do. It works. Wow.
That's the technical bit done. Now it's time to see if it gets Rebecca's blessing.
Oh. Can you hold it by yourself so I can look at it?
Yeah.
I think it looks lovely. It hides that ugly thing. It's much prettier than that thing.
It's not very heavy, actually,
No. You're so...
Good effort, Tim. But there's a lot more decoration to be done before this suite is ready for guests. Over at our place...
Oh, gorgeous.
Chateau owner Billy is hoping Angel can help her transform a coffee table into a 19th century display cabinet for her collection of prehistoric curiosities.
Oh, wow, these are boo-boo-doo-doo-doo.
In our area, in the garden, we find ammonites, fossils, Stone Age tools. So
these are from your garden?
Yeah.
That is amazing. I cannot believe it.
In terms of free art,
It doesn't get any better,
No,
does it?
no.
Especially, you know, it's a bit corny, but you always think, you know, your chateau chose you, yeah.
Yes.
And you know, with the wallpaper museum, the walled garden for Dick, you know, I always feel there's a romantic story that we were meant to find this chateau. I think for you, I feel like a bit of the same.
I feel that too,
yeah,
as well. It's like a little piece of paradise that we live next to.
So basically, you have got a museum.
So yeah,
this is incredible.
For the display cabinet, Billy has brought along her own material.
I think especially seeing this red now. That makes me think of the old Victorian sort of curiosity cabinets, because they were really dark and rich, weren't they?
Yeah. And do you think, I mean, I was wondering if it might look a bit flat just on the wood, or whether or not to maybe pad it a bit. I like, you know, those sort of relic jars they have here.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if maybe a little bit of padding might
Do you know
work,
what?
or...
I've got oodles of Dacron. So like this spongy stuff that you would, when you do chairs, you do it to smooth it over.
Right.
However, you may not need it. It may sort of add a shadow to them that you don't like. Because the display cabinets that I've got upstairs, I've just laid them sort of flat.
Over the years, I've built lots of display pieces for Angel. One of her favourites is kept in our boudoir suite and is filled with some of her most treasured possessions.
So this is just one of the display cabinets. So I've got some ration books in here. Yeah. These are look at this. Hang my nylons.
Hang my nylons. So you take that with you on your holiday. Oh, there's teeny tiny pegs. Adorable, isn't it?
And there was a time in my life that I used to wear stockings every day.
Wow.
Every single day. It's a commitment. Yeah. Now I'm permanently in green trousers, boots. My life has changed. But one thing I just want to say on here is that actually what I did was literally varnish the piece of wood underneath.
Yes, the wood itself looks so nice. You don't need anything else, do you?
Yes, so sometimes simplicity is the way forward.
Yes.
We've got
And that is the way Angel is planning to tackle Billy's display table.
Okay, this is the stuff you mean, isn't it? So.
The first step is to see if padding will enhance that all-important look.
Okay.
Do you know, I'm not... Yeah.
I'm
not sure now.
I think you need cleanness.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think I like the idea of the sumptuousness, but then once it's under glass, you're not going to be... It's not going to be touching it.
Yeah.
So it's only what happens when you look at it.
It's whether, from my perspective, it's whether you want to have a really decorative object or you want to keep it true to how they used to display curiosities. And it was much more just letting people know the information.
Yes.
I mean, you know, this
and
on
these
its
are quite
own,
weighty, aren't they? So they're actually already pulling down on that.
Yeah. Let's just take the Dacron off and put this back on. Right, is that long enough to...
This is so much cleaner already, isn't it? It's better.
Yeah, I think so. Do you like it better?
I do, you're absolutely right. It's much cleaner, flatter line. And now they stand proud instead of sinking back into it. I think that's it. That's your classic less is more definitely working there.
I knew Angel would come good. Can't wait to see what else she's planning.
Lovely.
In southeastern France, Amy and Mark's eco-friendly sewage system is taking shape. They've disposed of all the ash trees and dug out the waste ponds. Today they face a different challenge as they want to start digging trenches for the pipes.
Pull it tighter because the wind is blowing it. That's not going to be a straight line if we leave it like that.
They need to connect the trenches to all the outbuildings and process the waste.
So where's it going to join here?
Down here into that poo box.
They also have to work their way down a 100-metre slope to the filter ponds.
One of the difficult bits is we're up here on the mount of the medieval castle and the ponds are down here. So actually the slope isn't overall a big problem, but we have a long bit on the top of the level to get through. So we have to make sure that the slope continues to descend. So that's what I'm relying on Mark and his amazing mathematics to calculate. I'm a perfectionist, me.
It's going to be a big job.
There's a baby pigeon on the doorstep, Mark. Just be careful.
The trench has to get deeper as they cross the lawn. With Amy busy digging, Mark needs to make sure the trenches are sloping enough to allow gravity to do its thing.
I need to check if the slope is right. So for that, I use my spirit level. I take the the horizontal along the pipe, and I just measure the gap between the pipe and the horizontal. So this spirit level is 80 centimeters, which means that if I have a 5 centimeter difference between my pipe and the spirit level, it means it's a 4% slope. Let's check that. So actually, it's not so bad. I have 4 centimeters, which means that the slope would be about, well, a bit over 3%. So that's really good.
With a slope like that, the sewage should run to the ponds freely. Although it appears Amy's unearthed a problem.
How do you break rock?
She's hit bedrock, which is too tough for the digger to cut through.
Why have you got my pigeon?
Does
she want to come with me?
Is it too rocky?
I think so. Look, watch what I do here. I can feel the ground shaking here. What do you think? Can I go round or?
No, we can't really.
The problem is that we've come down and then there's suddenly a nice big lump of bedrock, so we can't continue the slope down, unfortunately.
We need to measure the slope, really.
Bedrock in the middle of their planned pipe route is the last thing they need, especially when they still have hundreds of meters to lay.
No, so that's... Yeah, this bit is not so good. Yeah, here I have less than 2 centimeters on this portion, so we'll need to try and break this bit. I might just have a go with the jackhammer for that.
Finding a solid obstacle like this is a big blow, as they've barely covered 10 meters from the chateau.
I'm just looking at this, it's supposed to be this gentle gradient to put a pipe in, and it just looks like a roller coaster. Maybe the sewage just gets up some speed so it can get over the bump.
It looks like their big job is getting a whole lot bigger. In northwest France, work in Tim and Rebecca's Meadow suite has been slow going.
A bit to me.
They varnished the floors and restored an old bed frame. But they were hoping to have done a lot more.
Mind the chandeliers.
Having been fully booked with guests, they've simply not had the time.
Oh, that's in.
So they've had to make a big call.
We've closed the 2 chambre deck rooms that we've got at the moment just for a couple of days so that we can crack on with renovations. But obviously that means that we don't bring any money in. So it's always that struggle between getting on with renovations to open a 3rd room to give us more money and sacrificing bookings for a couple of days. So tricky.
Few decisions are easy.
Come lie down.
That's nice. I like it.
There's no time to rest, especially for Tim.
I bought tea towels as requested.
As Rebecca spotted that he's put the wrong taps on the wash basin.
So, in my drawer.
The nice taps.
Yeah?
See, look. Look, the reason I like them is because this shape matches this shape.
It's beautiful.
And they're a bit more Art Deco.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like. Okay, shout me when you need me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've got a bit of a thing for collecting old taps. So whenever I'm always on the internet looking for old taps or buying them in brocants or anything like that. And I tend to, you can buy them when they've all been refurbished and they cost a fortune, or you can buy them in really bad condition and they're relatively easy to make work yourself. And we quite like them when they've got that kind of patina on them anyway. So there are the taps with which Rebecca wants to live here. I prefer the other ones. I think they're fine. I quite like them. They're a bit different.
I think you've already lost this battle, Tim. But there's only one way to find out.
Taps.
Oh, yeah, they look nicer.
Yes?
Yeah.
Happy?
What's left to do is test them out.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh. It's supposed to make that noise.
I've never seen tap make that noise before.
Hot's all right.
Just turn it on a little bit faster than
What's that?
That doesn't sound healthy.
It's different, isn't it?
Looks like Tim's going to have his work cut out for a while yet.
I've never in my life seen a tap unit.
Over at our place, Angel's helping Chateau owner Billy transform an old coffee table into a 19th century display cabinet.
How many hours of sanding have you done since you moved to the chateau?
Do you know what? I've no idea. I don't know, 100?
Billy's hoping once the curiosities are added, it'll be the centrepiece of the room.
So tell me a bit about the library.
It's going to be sort of multi-purpose, and I'm going to run a book club. So we're going to launch that.
Amazing.
And it's like a book club weekend. So it's a bit of, well, combining food with books, really. And the rest of the time, sitting, researching, reading, chilling out.
So it's pleasure, but it is also business.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's both.
Sounds like the ideal combination to me. With the sanding done, Angel gives the coffee table a dark varnish. But she's not finished yet.
Lovely.
As now she needs to attach Billy's material to the display shelf.
That's looking nice, isn't it?
And before it's even properly finished, they can't wait to test it on the table.
There it goes.
Go. And yeah.
Well, there we are.
Ah, of course, I didn't know where to put
that
looks
gorgeous. Amazing.
Well done, ladies. Now it's just a case of adding Billy's wonderful curiosities.
And you're just laying them out exactly how I would do it, just straight lines, how I would expect to see them, you know. And you know what, when you put that bit of glass on, that is going to be a gorgeous moment for you.
That's working for me. I tell you what, that really is. I love it.
Well done.
It's really good.
Great.
Thank you so much for your help.
Good use of coffee table.
Yeah.
That was average.
Yeah. Average coffee table.
You made an average
coffee
coffee
historic display. That's going to make the room.
It's certainly going to look impressive once Billy puts the glass on at home.
The idea of coffee table meets display cabinet has come together brilliantly. It's going to really be a nice centrepiece for the library. It's going to really echo the theme of sort of curiosities and science. So it's great. It can be better.
Travel safely, and I'd love to see a picture of the coffee table in situ.
I will see it. I'll send you a picture.
Please.
Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.
I'm looking forward to seeing what other plans Billy has for her library. In southeastern France, Amy and Mark's eco-friendly sewage system is moving a step closer. They've smashed through the bedrock and laid all the pipes. Now they're ready to create the first of the 2 ponds. And deliveries are already coming in.
First load, second one to come.
Before they can do anything with the gravel, they first have to prepare the base.
The tarpaulin's what stops the sewage from just randomly leaking out into the ground. So it's just a big pond, really. It's the same, the tarpaulin's just the same as you do when you line a pond.
Although this is not your average pond, they're planting reeds to process sewage.
As I understand it, the reeds have an ability to digest all of the sewage that comes out of the toilets. So you have these 2 different ponds, and one, the sewage flows into it, it soaks down through the gravel and sits there, and the reeds just kind of eat it. And then it gradually feeds through to another pond, which takes out the nasties, like the nitrogen from it, and makes it, essentially purifies it. And then it's just normal water, and it can just flow out into the woods around. So what we're doing at the moment is just the first pond, because you need to establish, because it's plants, you can't just like stick them in and expect them to work straight away. It will take a couple of years to be fully up and running. So we have to get the infrastructure right for it, put some plants in, and then gradually expand it until both ponds are working.
It's taken all morning for Mark to put down the lining for the first pond.
Perfect.
Their next task is to transport 10 tons of gravel down the 100-metre slope. It's not going to be easy.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
So Amy offers to help out. Jobs like these require a very steady hand.
Sorry.
Practice will make perfect. To help speed things up, they've roped in mate Kate.
This still just looks like it would be a really good swimming pool. What a waste.
A bit late for that now.
You see the roots, pebbles.
With some of the gravel in,
How deep?
Or just, it's just about stabilizing, so the...
Amy's planting the reeds.
It's very satisfying doing this bit. It feels like we're reaching, I know it's not finished, but it feels like we're reaching the end and we're creating something quite special here. I know it's sewage, but it's quite cool to be able to do something so sustainable.
I'm with you there, Amy.
It may look like it's not terribly spectacular at the moment, but from that little bit, we'll gradually expand it. As the reeds grow, we'll put more in and the whole thing will just emerge organically. And so really what we need to do now is pour some water from the spring down the pipe and let nature do its work.
Ready?
Ellie. Oh, that was dirtier than I thought.
I just put it in the pipe.
It's a very glamorous chateau life. We get excited about things like sewage.
I find sewage quite exciting.
Yeah, well, you're weird though.
It's been an epic task, which is a couple of years from being finished. However, it's the first crucial step towards completing the eco-sewage system.
I mean, there's a slight limit as to how excited you can get about sewage, but I'm quite pleased that we're actually coming towards the end of a major project. And yeah, just having an answer to the immense sewage problems of the chateau would be very, very satisfying.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased to start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
He's been working on this for so long.
Yeah, I'd really like to start another project now.
Yeah.
It's been, this one has been lasting a bit too long.
Yeah.
In northwest France,
Right.
Yeah.
Tim and Rebecca are close to finishing their new family Meadow suite.
I don't like it. Right, here we go.
Good.
Let's get it up.
Slightly wonky, but then most of the pictures in this house are slightly wonky.
In the suite's second bedroom, Tim is constructing some old bed frames left by the previous owners.
We think it's nice to use stuff that was in the house rather than getting new stuff every time.
They don't need much work either. Nothing a little bit of glue won't sort out anyway.
Yes. So they just finish them off nicely. They kind of add to the... They're very, very chateau-y. They're quite traditional French beds, but they're quite grand as well, so...
In the bathroom, Rebecca's adding the final bits of decoration and is very happy now the noisy tap problem has been resolved.
All it was a loose washer kind of
vibrating when the water was coming through under pressure. So Tim's just put some new washers in, I think. But yeah, I don't think he was particularly pleased with me because he liked the other taps better, but I like these ones, and now they work, so it's fine. So we're all good.
It's taken 3 months, but Tim and Rebecca have finally done it. The old room has been transformed from an empty space into an elegant family guest suite that has style and sophistication.
I had no idea what it was going to look like.
That's because you're not
Literally right up until it was done.
Dressed in opulent fabrics and rustic furniture, the arts and crafts theme honours the history of this wonderful chateau. In the second bedroom, the antique bed frames give it the charm of centuries ago. While the bathroom combines modern fixtures with vintage finds, creating a stylish mix of old and new.
I feel a bit relieved that the Meadow Suite's complete because it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I feel relieved as well.
Having 3 rooms ready for guests is going to be a big help financially.
We can see that we can survive this year now, where at the beginning of the year we really couldn't see that we could survive this year.
Yeah, so we kind of feel comfortable now that we won't have to pack our bags and leave, which is nice.
No.
Here's hoping they have lots more guests to stay. Next time, I check in on Ben and Billy.
This is a big old build. This is not a trivial sort of amount of work.
As they start the next stage of their library.
I think it's working out. I've actually really enjoyed doing this.
Tim and Rebecca face an uphill battle.
I think we are 10–15% in, which doesn't feel very good.
And Amy and Mark have their work cut out as they go in search of chateau relics.
He won't be able to leave us now. Every time he has 5 minutes to spare, he'll be in here with the jackhammer.
I'm Dick Strawbridge, and with my wife Angel and our 2 children,
Don't crash!
we're nearly 5 years into our French adventure, restoring this once abandoned chateau.
That one!
It's been a lot of hard work.
Oh, that's heavy.
But a lot of fun too.
Families.
And all over France, there are other intrepid British families doing exactly the same.
I'm just randomly drilling holes in the wall at the moment.
Now, Angel and I are once again lending a hand to other expat chateau owners.
That's working for me. Love it.
We'll meet some new faces and some old friends. And we'll reveal more about our own chateau life.
You're Monsieur Dick!
There'll be plenty of highs.
Yay!
And lows.
No.
But however hard it gets,
Whoa!
they're all battling to transform these abandoned buildings
It's not the size of the wine press that matters, it's what you do with it. Yeah.
into extraordinary homes and businesses.
Oh, this is wonderful!
To live the dream as custodians of their very own castle. Today, it's an uphill battle for 2 chateau owners.
I think we are 10–15% in, which doesn't feel very good.
As they prepare to host some special guests.
It's just having a chateau, it's just how it is.
I check in on one family.
This is a big old build. This is not a trivial sort of amount of work.
As their skills are tested to the limit on their latest project.
I think it's working out. I've actually really enjoyed doing this.
And 2 new owners have their work cut out as they go in search of some chateau relics.
He won't be able to leave us now. Every time he has 5 minutes to spare, he'll be in here with the jackhammer.
Trying to get any chateau up and running takes time and money, especially when your home is also your business. Lincolnshire couple Tim and Rebecca and their 2 children have now been at Château Delaroo for almost 2 years and have been transforming it into a B&B.
I think one of my favourite things is guests when they arrive, them taking it all in and seeing everything and being so kind of wowed by it.
Located 50 miles from us in the Pays de la Loire region, they've been struggling financially. But as summer approaches, they have now finished renovating their 3rd guest suite, which should bring in more income and keep alive their hopes of staying in France.
The dream feels much better now than it did in the winter when we didn't have any money and we didn't have a business that's working.
We did have one day where we kind of both looked at each other and thought, you know what, this might actually work. Yeah. This kind of crazy idea might actually work and we might be able to survive.
Today they're preparing for their next guests. They need to repair their driveway as the guests are arriving in high-end sports cars in 2 weeks.
So this is all our gravel, look.
So Tim and live-in mate Dale are at neighbour Alain's farm to collect 30 tonnes of gravel.
It's got mud, it's got sand, it's got big gravel, it's got little gravel, and it's really good because you can compact it down on the driveway and make it nice and solid.
It's going to be a big job. Tim and Rebecca's driveway is nearly 3/4 of a mile long and wraps around the edge of their grounds.
It's got lots of big holes in it, and it's steadily got worse to the point where it is a bit of a disaster.
Their chateau is just a stone's throw away from the Le Mans racetrack, which hosts the famous 24-hour car race. It could be a big money earner if they can start attracting car-loving guests. So it's crucial they get the driveway right.
We've never done a driveway before. We've never really done anything like it before, to be honest. So we are going to make it up as we go along.
Thankfully, neighbour Alain has agreed to let Tim and Dale use his tractor and trailer.
Alain?
Though it's not started well.
C'est un petit problème.
One of the trailer's tyres is flat.
Oh. Pneu or il a l'intérieur aussi?
Big problem.
Oui.
This is what we call getting Larouched. Whenever you think a job's going to take a certain amount of time, you can add on at least another 50% of what you think it's going to take.
That's chateau life for you.
It's filling up quick.
Luckily, it appears to be an intermittent issue.
Valve's leaking. If you move the valve, it leaks.
Oui, c'est bon.
It only leaks if you manipulate the valve, so as long as it doesn't move too much when the wheel's going round, we should be all right.
With the problem solved for now, Tim and Dale head back to the chateau to start laying the gravel on the driveway. With help from Rebecca's parents, who are over from the UK. They've all been given strict instructions on how it should be laid.
The drive was the first reason I fell in love with this house. It's tree-lined, it's beautiful, it looks like a country lane, and if I had my way, I'd probably leave it all bumpy. So I want the grass to stay in the middle.
Just one problem with that, it makes the job trickier. Not only do they need to make the drive level, they also need to avoid covering the grass.
This isn't tiring at all.
And with only rakes to do it, it's going to be a long and laborious task.
I think we are, I don't know, 10, 15% in, which doesn't feel very good, but I'm gonna have to get on.
"300 miles away in southeast France is the impressive medieval Château Rossier, set in 130 acres of land. It's the new home of Brit Amy and French husband Mark, who moved in last year.
When we first came here, I felt an overwhelming sense of peace, and I immediately felt like I'd come home. It was that sense of your whole body and mind relaxing as you come into an area that normally only happens when you go back to the place you were born.
Our chateau is a place where we can happily spend a week without feeling the need to go outside.
Located just an hour and a half's drive from Lyon, their long-term plan is to open it up as a high-end B&B and host yoga retreats. They've been working on their eco-friendly sewage system for their ensuite bathrooms. Now Amy and Mark are focusing on the inside.
Right.
And today, they're removing the modern fireplace in the dining room.
Yeah, that's it.
This room's one of the main rooms where we'll receive guests who are coming. So when we do posh B&B in the room just above this one, we can't exactly just shove them in the bedroom. They've actually got to have somewhere else to go. And so the idea is to have this as the dining room, as somewhere that we can bring them for nice dinners and to sit and to really kind of get the feeling of being in a chateau, because this is one of the grandest rooms in the house. And it's just incredibly incongruous to have a completely modern false wall made of plasterboard. And we'd really like to take that out and see what's behind it, and hopefully there'll be a nicer fireplace behind it, and hopefully we'll find some nice old stones.
Your turn.
To take a closer look, there's only one thing for it. A pry bar.
What? Sorry.
Don't kill me, please.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do.
I can see the back wall of the fireplace, which actually looks quite ugly.
Okay.
It's not what they were hoping for.
Okay, so, well, let's carry on.
But who knows what else might be lurking in there? You never know what you might find in a chateau, especially one that's 800 years old.
So what we've found is we've gone back about 50 centimetres and we've found the same fake granite painted wall behind as is on top, which is a little disappointing. I think I'd hoped we might find real stone. But there is a possibility that there'd be an older fireplace even further behind.
To find out, Mark sets to work with his big drill.
And I've hit the stone behind it.
It's looking promising.
I'm gonna try to make a slightly wider hole.
Let's just hope it's not another false dawn.
So we can see that this was the original layer of stone, because it's covered in soot.
Ah, so it's the old fireplace.
So this was the original fireplace.
It's a great find, but there's lots of work to do if they're going to expose the medieval fireplace. Not that Mark seems to mind.
He won't be able to leave this now. Every time he has 5 minutes to spare, he'll be in here with the jackhammer. It's like picking a scab or something. He just can't leave it once he's started.
In northwestern France lies the beautiful 19th century Château La Grande Maison. Musicians Ben and Billy have been renovating it into a luxury guest house and events venue.
It really was love at first sight.
It was. I came through the gatehouse and seeing the house, and like, oh my gosh.
It was one of those moments where everything stands still, doesn't it? And it's like, I remember thinking life is going to change.
Situated near the Loire Valley, they have one room left to refurbish, the old library, where they want to start hosting book club events in 6 weeks. So far, they've managed to restore the old skylight. And with help from Angel, created a wonderful display table.
That's working for me. I tell you what, that really is. I love it.
Now they're ready to tackle the biggest part of this task.
We're hoping to create an entire wall which has a mezzanine floor to it with steps leading up to it to get to the actual books. It's quite ambitious. Never done it before, but got to learn somewhere.
It sounds like an exciting challenge, and as an engineer, it's right up my street. So I'm checking in on them to see if I can be of any help.
Ah, there you are. Hello, how are you two?
Good to see you again.
How are we doing?
Yeah, all good.
This is a big old build. This is not a trivial sort of amount of work.
Yes, I think they used to call them galleries. It's like a gallery, which is a raised walkway, and then underneath that will be cupboards.
Can I just say, the raised walkway, do you sort of see yourself then going up and having somewhere to walk left and right past the books?
Yes, yeah.
I found on the internet some old railings, so we're going to cut those to size. And these bookshelves are exactly the same size as each cupboard, so one will be above the other.
OK, I'm looking at it, and there's a couple of little points come out to me straight away. How are you going to actually support the weight, and how many people are allowed on there at any given time?
The weight is all going to come through these posts that come down, 6 along the front and 6 along the back, and they're going to go directly onto joists.
OK, so it's basically the verticals that are taking the weight. At the back of your gantry, that wall behind you is nice and solid?
Unfortunately not. It's one of those, I don't know if you've got them at your place, but it's an internal wall, and they're made of quite thin brick. It's almost like a modern brick on its side, that kind of size.
I think the technical term is it's made of cheese, all right? I wouldn't trust that at all. Do not use that for anything structural. I'd be very aware of putting anything on it because it'll wobble.
Yes.
But if you go over there and push, you can make it wobble.
Yeah.
Now, if it is like that, what I have done to increase the actual strength of it in the past has actually been to board it. For example, in our downstairs loo, we've actually boarded both sides, which doesn't sound like a lot, but by boarding both sides of the wall, it just gave us much more structure and integrity to put things through to hold it. And that was just, I didn't like it being able to move.
No,
okay? No. But your advantage is all the weight's acting down.
Yeah.
Your test needs to be, next time I come to see you, I'm going to go do some river dance on your gantry.
Look forward to
That's it, river dance.
And when I do river dance on your gantry, if I see you go slightly pale, you know it's not strong enough.
Please don't wear a kilt.
Who'd wear a kilt up in the air in a gantry? That would be wrong at every level. It's a lovely idea. I love the drawing, I love the concept. I can't wait to see what you're doing with the place and just think how strong it has to be.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, great advice, Dick.
Thanks so much for your help again.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Take care, Dick.
Go get on with it. Bye.
I love the sound of this project. And Ben isn't hanging around. He's already cutting out bits of old garden railing for the balcony. I'm a massive fan of upcycling. Not only does it save on waste, but it also saves you a quid or two.
Looks much prettier now. It's all the small bits. Got rid of the big clunky bit off here, the big fat post down the side, and it's starting to look a bit more indoorsy than outdoorsy, which is what we're going for.
It looks great. Let's hope the rest of the project goes as smoothly. Over at Château Delaroo, Tim, mate Dale, and Tim's in-laws are still resurfacing the 3/4 of a mile of driveway with 30 tons of gravel.
I'm knackered already, and we've only done one trailer full. I couldn't even tell you how many more there are to do. Maybe another 5 loads, 4 or 5 loads. I don't think it's going to be enough to cover the drive.
They have guests arriving in top-class sports cars in 2 weeks. And the resurfacing job is being made all the more difficult as Rebecca wants to keep the grass in the middle of the drive.
Doing a perfectly mediocre job of filling in the potholes, but I think it looks rubbish at the moment.
Cue French neighbour Alain who has come over with his tractor and is already rearranging the gravel.
So I don't know what we're doing now, and I couldn't quite work out what we've done wrong. But Alan seems to have come to try and fix it. So we're now getting a very French repair of the drive, which might not be very pretty.
He just said to me he had to come around because it was a catastrophe and it shouldn't be going down so thick, and it was still very bumpy and he wasn't having it.
With Alan now pulling the strings, he's come up with a simple solution.
The new technique is we're just going to drop it straight out the back of the trailer, and Alan's going to push it into the driveway. It's going to be a lot faster. We didn't think this was possible, but then we didn't have my wife earlier on, and she wanted the bits of grass down the middle of the driveway to stay. But she's come round to them not being there, so that's fine. They'll grow back.
With Alan helping out, everything's moved up a gear.
Alan is like my French dad, basically, and he looks after us. So I'm very happy that we're in capable hands with Alan. And I'm sure the grass in the middle will grow back. And he has promised me that the grass in the middle will grow back. So I think he likes to watch the silly English people that bought the chateau have a go. And then he comes around and rescues us in the end. That's generally what happens.
Having a handy neighbour is certainly a big plus for Tim and Rebecca. However, despite laying 30 tons of gravel, there's only enough to cover half of the driveway.
So definitely more gravel needed and more of Alan's time. It's not ideal. It's just having a chateau. It's just how it is. Oui, c'est parfait.
Until they get more gravel, they're going to have to keep Alan sweet.
Un petit bière, Alain?
Oui.
Oui?
Petite bière, oui. Tout la russe?
Oui, tout le château.
Un petit
British beer?
Non, c'est la bière française.
Ah,
oui.
OK.
C'est très bien, Franck. Oui,
oui
le bière au mont.
Ouais.
Oui.
C'est bon. We've had a really good day. I think in the end it's turned out pretty well. We've got a lot of gravel down and it looks pretty good.
Definitely, you can tell the difference. But we've still got quite a lot of drive to finish. With Alan, I will speak to him very, very nicely and ply him with beer, and hopefully he'll come back and help us another day. Yeah. So, and then we can get it finished before our guests come in their nice cars.
I'm sure we can.
Fingers crossed their master plan pays off. In southeast France, at Château Rossier, Mark has been busy in the dining room and has uncovered an ancient fireplace.
We just got a bit carried away and ended up taking down the entire 1970s wall and revealing the original medieval fireplace. Probably used to be at the heart of the house.
That was actually really exciting because we found massive stones, big granite stones. I reckon they would weigh about half a ton each,
yeah.
Which is quite impressive given the lifting devices they had at the time.
Now they just need to clean off centuries of soot from the stonework. So Mark's borrowed a professional sandblaster, and it's going to be a messy job.
The main problem you have when you sandblast is the dust. That means that you can't see anything, and also you can't breathe, so you need to wear special equipment. So this is a ventilated mask that's linked to the air compressor.
Sandblasting is basically a jet of sand driven by compressed air. It shoots out so fast, it scours everything in its path. It's a simple but time-consuming job, and right up Mark's street. So all Amy can do now is take a back seat.
One thing about Mark, he rarely gives up, so it might take him till midnight, but he's going to keep going. It's a bit frustrating not being able to help. I just have to stand and watch. Or have a cup of tea, that's another option.
Sounds like a plan to me. Although before Amy has time to put the kettle on,
It's just coming through the house.
She spotted a problem.
All the dust is coming through this door. This whole room is now full of dust, and then it's going through the other, it's really fine dust, so it comes through any crack, and it's just working its way through the house, and it'll be absolutely horrendous to get out.
When you're dealing with this much dust, it's always best to tape up the doors beforehand. But better late than never.
It's a bit like bolting stable door after the horses run away.
Never mind, Amy. I'm sure it'll be worth it when the fireplace gets finished. In northwestern France, at Château Maison, it's now 2 weeks until Ben and Billy's book club event, and the mezzanine floor in the library is taking shape.
The bookshelf is going really well. Got both bits of the railings in, which is fantastic.
I'm pleased to see they've reinforced the wall. But there's still a lot to do, especially to the original fireplace. When they first cleared the room, they found a section of the marble surround was missing.
I think that was there.
So we're missing that.
So that
may have shattered.
So Billy has come up with a very clever idea. She's created a plaster of Paris mould to fit the missing bit and is painting it to match the rest of the marble.
the piece that was missing, I found that, you know, there's a start of a pattern, and I had to carry that pattern onto the moulded bit. And also, it was great when I realised that this was a mirror image of the other strip to go on the front of the fireplace, because that meant as long as I followed the patterns up, I could match the whatever was going on in the marble on the other side. I think the patterns are really crucial to helping deceive the eye.
It certainly looks impressive, as I can't tell the difference.
You have to be really patient. Look in the background for the colours, and whatever colour is furthest away from your eye, you've got to put that on first and be really, really patient before you get to any of the little finishing colours. So like around the white areas, there's a little black edge, but put it on and then you sort of have to make it disappear again. I'm just using water to sort of blur it out. I think it's working out. I'm really pleased with that. I've actually really, really enjoyed doing this.
Outside, Ben is making mouldings for the front of the bookshelves to give them a 19th century feel.
In the 1850s, they used Greek and Roman architecture as an influence for bookshelves. And I've done a bit of research and found some of these sort of mouldings on some photographs.
In a bid to replicate the style, he's had to do some creative shopping.
I found this fantastic place that bought up all these antique picture frames. And I got these really, really cheaply, but I've bought everything they've got. So we can't buy any more stock, so whatever we've got, we're going to use to its best effect.
It's a brilliant idea and a cost-effective way of giving a chateau added character.
I'm going to build it all on a bit of timber to hold it all together, and then the actual column itself is going to be made up of 3 different mouldings, 2 matching, and then a smaller moulding in the middle. I'm going to build the bottom piece of timber up so it kind of steps down. You start getting a feeling that something heavy could be sitting on that.
The whole thing needs carefully gluing together and is already starting to look the part.
That's going to be great. I can't wait to see it finished.
It's another baby step forward, and I'm looking forward to seeing it too. "90 miles north, it's now the day when Tim and Rebecca welcome their guests in their high-end sports cars.
You could start running the hoover around the meadow as well.
I will, yeah. I'm just going to get the towels in the wash.
With the weather getting warmer, bookings have taken off, so work to resurface the drive has been slow going.
The drive is definitely a lot smoother. I wouldn't say I'm exactly pleased with it because it's not finished.
Kind of ran out of time because it took us a bit longer to do the first half than we expected to, and then we're relying on our lovely neighbour Alan to come and help us out, and he's been a bit busy recently. So we've got a half done, and then the rest of it we have filled in all the potholes, and it's all looking pretty smooth, and it's a million times better than it was beforehand.
They're not only under pressure to ensure the drive doesn't cause damage to the cars, but they also have to get the rooms ready, as their previous guests have only just left.
So we had a full house last night. 3 families, 6 kids, 6 adults. So it was the first time we've had all the rooms booked out since we opened this suite. So, yeah, it's been a bit mad.
With time in short supply, Rebecca tackles the bedrooms, while Tim is on bathroom duty.
I know how to make the beds, I just think you do a better job.
Do you? So there we go. Our skills are perfectly matched. You can clean toilets and I'll make beds. Even-ish, yes.
Presentation is key, especially when trying to build up a new B&B business.
We've got quite a few back-to-back bookings over the summer, actually, so we're going to have to get good at this, twisting and turning rooms over.
I think we both share quite high standards in terms of what we would expect from somewhere, so we're quite particular about making sure that that's what we give to people.
There's no time to do any more, as the guests are here.
So this is the Meadow suite. So this has a little second bedroom in case you have children with you.
Beautiful. Just so nice to have the windows open.
Yeah. This is the main bedroom.
Oh gosh. Wow.
There's entrances to the bathrooms both sides. So this is the honey suite. You've got a little dressing room in this one. And then the main bedroom's here.
No one's slumming it, I don't think.
No, I don't think there's is there? Oh, it's beautiful.
And then the bathroom's just through there. Will you guys get settled in and then come downstairs and we'll get you a drink in the sunshine?
Okay. You must be ready for a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
It certainly seems the Chateau gets the seal of approval. Let's hope the new driveway has also been kind to their cars.
Well, we weren't really sure what to expect, but it was really good coming up the little country lane, typically French. The road surface was really good, and then you come round the corner and you see the Chateau in front of you, and you do go wow when you see it.
Yeah, really lovely. When he walked in the room and just saw what they've done, they really have thought about everything. Definitely, yeah.
It's a big thumbs up. All their hard work has paid off.
They have said the driveway was absolutely fine. It's still rustic, as Rebecca wants it to be. So it's a little bit dusty, was the only comment they said when you're following behind somebody else.
Yeah.
It's another big step towards Tim and Rebecca establishing a successful B&B business.
Yeah, this is definitely the beginning of our summer now. The summer season is kicking off. And we've got loads of lovely bookings coming up and we're nice and busy, which is what we wanted, so it's perfect. Good start.
Oh, lovely.
Sounds as if it's going to be a busy summer.
Delicious. Cheers. Happy holidays. Cheers.
In southeastern France, Mark has finally finished cleaning the medieval fireplace. It's also been repointed, and remarkably, they have also found yet another original feature.
When we uncovered the fireplace, we realised that there was some big holes in the wall where they used to hang the bracket, which the cauldron would have been hung over the fire. Now, Mark had seen a picture of the fireplace and it had a big bracket that hung above the fire. And we were a bit disappointed there was nothing left there. But then Mark had heard stories that it might still exist and that it was still here when the previous owners were here. So we spoke to them and they had a route around and they found it in their barn. They had decided not to throw it away. And so really kindly, they've offered to just give it to us. So Mark is going to go round and see if we can get the arm for the cauldron and put it back on.
What a fantastic stroke of luck. Thankfully, Fred, the previous owner, lives just down the road, so Mark doesn't have to travel too far.
Salut Marc.
Bonjour Fred.
Tu vas bien?
Ça va et toi?
Ça va, ça va.
He lived in the chateau with his partner for just a couple of years.
De la potence, tu m'as dit que tu l'avais gardée, alors ça me fait...
Exact, tu peux venir la récupérer, il n'y a pas de souci.
It was Fred who put in the modern fireplace. He had no use for the bracket, but hoped it might come in handy one day.
La voilà Marc. Elle est là, elle t'appartient et elle va retrouver sa place au château.
Ah, merci Fred, elle est magnifique, je la voyais pas aussi grande. Ouais, je vais la prendre.
Attends, je donne un coup de main, non?
Oh, ça va aller.
La potence, je trouvais qu'elle était très belle, c'était vraiment une très belle pièce. Et c'est vrai que quand nous t'avons vendu le château, je suis parti avec la potence. Voilà. Ne sachant pas que toi, tu en aurais encore l'utilité. Maintenant, bah, écoute, tu en as l'utilité puisque tu as remis la cheminée comme elle était avant. Bah, j'espère que tu en feras bon usage.
Bravo, Fred. It certainly looks impressive and is in great condition.
Merci Fred.
It just goes to show you should never throw anything away. It might just come in handy. Back at the chateau, Amy and sister-in-law Kate are heading into an outbuilding, hoping to find something cauldron-like to go with the bracket.
Right, it's in here somewhere, Mark says.
Oh, there's a little one here.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like it.
It's an old copper pot, but it could work rather nicely.
Brilliant.
Voilà. C'est bon, c'est bon.
Now Mark is home, he's keen to see if the bracket might fit back in its original place. With help from brother Etienne.
Oups, non. Non, saute. Je garde, tu montes sur l'échelle.
Tu la tiens?
Ouais.
C'est bon?
Oui. C'est bon en bas.
Ok.
Nice work, chaps.
Ok, j'ai cru que c'est le bon qui...
Ooh, look at that. I have the cauldron. It's a little bit small, but...
Enough for the soup.
But not enough for one of my potions.
The fireplace is coming on a treat. Now Amy wants to get the rest of the dining room up to scratch, as she's invited over the neighbours for a special preview.
We need to clear the absolute bomb site that is the room, full of dust everywhere, rubble. We've got to dust everything, and we've got to actually just make it look nice.
Yep.
Better get your skates on then, Amy, as the clock is already ticking.
Yep. At Château Maison, it's the day of Ben and Billy's first book club event, and the library is still not finished.
How much more are you doing with the front? You just put that block on the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
However, Billy's restoration of the fireplace has worked seamlessly.
It's worked out great. Just looks like it's all intact and wasn't really smashed up.
It's an impressive job.
I really want to spend some time over the mouldings for these, so I'm going to do those another day.
But can I just interrupt you, because we've only got about an hour before.
Right, okay.
We're coming
We better
in.
crack on with it then.
I'm just going to start bringing things in to dress the room, otherwise just run out of time.
There's lots to bring in.
Maybe we should put it on his end and try and slide it in.
They're dressing the room with furniture from local charity shops, like this three-piece suite they picked up for just over £80.
Yay, it's in! Oh my goodness, well done.
However, the centerpiece is the display table. It's filled with curiosities from their own garden.
That looks amazing, Billy. Really, really incredible.
I'm really pleased with it. It's come out great.
The room is coming together very nicely.
Ben, down on the left.
Which is just as well, as the guests are starting to arrive.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
What a lovely space. Well done.
Well done.
Oh, my goodness.
5 months ago, their old library was nothing more than a dark, dingy dumping ground. Now, it's an elegant, sophisticated space that has all the charms of centuries ago. Ben's impressive mezzanine level gives the library a unique feature and provides the perfect backdrop for book club events.
Welcome to the library.
Very cozy and inviting.
First impressions seem positive.
Ben designed this idea to have the bookcase up there, so...
There will be a matching staircase that will take you up there.
Coming here for a book club, coming here to relax, a really nice idea, most impressed.
Who wouldn't want to sit there and be pampered in lovely fire in the winter? Gorgeous.
All of Ben and Billy's hard work has paid off.
It's gone so well. We just pulled it all together at the last minute. They reacted like it was a special place to be.
Yeah.
It felt like that, and we,
Yeah.
you know, we put our hearts into it, so
Absolutely.
we feel it's special.
It's a great asset for the business. For the long walk. Cheers, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers, Martin.
Great work. I can't wait to see what they get up to next. In southeastern France, Amy and Mark are preparing for the arrival of their neighbours and are raiding the kitchen to finish the new dining room.
So we want to move this wood burner into the dining room. The wood burner is our current one in the kitchen, but we're just using it as a kind of way to see what it looks like and what one we might end up with eventually. Oh, it looks better than I thought. I thought that was going to look really rubbish, to be honest. But that's really cute. Oh, I rather like that.
It's taken a lot of hard work, but having peeled back many layers of history, they've revealed and beautifully restored the Chateau's medieval fireplace. Now, with the help of some of their family, they're racing to get the dining room looking at its best. They want to make a good impression, as it's the first room they've renovated for their high-end B&B.
There's still lots that I want to change, but for the first time I'm looking at a room that reflects us and feels like us and our home.
With the room dressed and food on the table, all they need is their guests.
Bonsoir!
Right on time, French neighbour Sonia and Didier arrive with their two sons. And Amy and Mark are eager to find out what they think of the room.
Oh!
Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez?
Ah, c'est magnifique, hein. C'est vraiment beau, hein.
Est-ce que vous voulez essayer les fauteuils?
Allez.
Pourquoi pas?
T'as bien travaillé, Marc. Oui. Ah ouais.
It's got the big thumbs up, so Amy and Mark can relax and enjoy the dinner.
Everybody got some? This is my first raclette as well. It was lovely to show people the room for the first time and be able to do a ta-da moment, because you get their reaction when they see it all complete, and that was really special.
Yeah, I really love the feeling of the room and finding back this medieval atmosphere of the fireplace.
And it's somewhere now that we'd be proud to bring people into and give them a luxury experience here. I think it feels like the kind of room that makes sense for that now. Next on the agenda is the fact that we've finished where we're going to welcome guests, but now we've got to have somewhere for them to sleep.
So, bedrooms next. If it's anything like the dining room, this place is set to become even more special. Next time,
One day I'll have a nice kitchen.
Tim and Rebecca start work on their next project.
Tim does care what the kitchen looks like, but not in the same way that I care what the kitchen looks like.
And Angel steps in to lend a hand.
How are you? I'm good. Oh, welcome.
Ben and Billy have a role to do
We've got some really exciting plans for the look of the building.
as they prepare for their big family wedding.
I just want it to be as magical as possible.
And Amy and Mark have their hands full
Get off, you hooligan.
as they get cracking on their accommodation.